So hello all, welcoming you all to a new session where we are actually going to talk about a very sensitive topic, which is specifically one of the most vital topics of today's scenario or current scenario which we are going through. So let me start with as we are from ACE Education, leading institution in Koraput district of Odisha. So when we went through many conditions that why students are or we can say that what is the educational scenario of many places in India, so we came to a specific conclusion with many points. Today we will discuss about a single point which is the most important one, and we can say the uh, pillar or the basic root cause of everything, that is called parenting. Okay, so we are not from initial part only we are trying to or making it very clear that we are not blaming any parents, we are not blaming any system. We are simply saying that what we saw in the decades of career of ours, that what are the actual problems students face, because many time it happens students are not able to share the problems of their life, what they are going through with their parents due to the fear of not being understood by the parents, but they share with us as teachers, as mentors, share with our institution, share with many faculties of our institution, and in a cumulative way when we sat and discussed the primary problems of degradation of students intellectuality, students moral values, we came to conclusion with many points. In different video we will talk about them, but this is the initial portion. First one is parenting. Clear? Okay, so if you see in this page, we wrote one concept: let's discuss to make things possible which seems impossible. It's the students who needs right path to move on. Parent and teachers are the torch bearer. So that means a student, if I will make it zoom, a student need to get a proper guidance basically. Okay, so guidance means it's not like a student or a ward of or a child will ask you what to do and you will say that you do this is the right path. No, it's not like that. Many time it happens that students are not able to communicate with the parents, not able to communicate with the relatives, not able to communicate with the uh, family members. But if you will see, many time a child is more connected with the grandparents, is it or not? Even if there is a very huge gap of age, still there is a big connection between them, because the grandparents are listening to them, because they have time. They already retired from their job, whatever the job or business whatever they have done, and now they have time to listen, which parents don't have. That's the first point. Okay, so let's go for the basic part. So try to remember this part when we are saying that you are the torch bearers. I'm not talking about only parents. Teachers also plays a very vital role. Teachers means I'm talking about good teachers, dedicated teachers who are actually teaching, not in teaching for time pass, not in teaching for because they didn't get anything anywhere. They chose teaching as the primary profession from the beginning of the career. I'm talking about those teachers. Okay, I'm not talking about the teachers who are only teachers because they have nothing to do, so they came to teaching. Okay, I'm not talking about those teachers. Clear? So let me very clear from the beginning. Okay, now let's start. A question we always got, that who can do miracle? Only a student. We sometimes expect that our student will get IIT. Is it or not? Our student will get MBBS. Our student will go into NDA. Our kid will do miracles. Our kid will do this and that. If our kid is not doing, we will always compare our kids efficiency with the kid of our neighbor, kid of our relative, kid of someone, or a kid who is coming in YouTube. So we always ask the questions. Only parents. A student or a child don't want to study. A child has no obligation towards the hard work, and only parents are so much concerned, then there will be no meaning. And if student and parents are not supporting, a teacher or a mentor, like we can say in our coaching institution, we are seeing many parents who are coming to us and saying that we are paying you, and now our kid is your responsibility. How it is possible? Just say you gave birth to your kid, you took care of your kid for 7 to 8 or 10 years, then you are suddenly coming in class 6th and you are saying that our kid is now your responsibility. So throwing out responsibility just to prove that you don't have time is just an excuse to deny the fact that you are incapable to support your kid. That is what the logic. So I never, as a educationist, having an experience of more than 15 years, I never supported the concept that students are wrong, because a small kid knows nothing. The way we let them grow, the way we help them grow, the way we support them grow, the same way they will grow. Because I can share my experience. When I was a student, I was very lucky that my parents were supportive, my parents were understandable. I got teachers who actually saw capability in me, and they saw that I can be good in teaching field, and they mentored me from that point of time that you need to go in teaching field. So that is happens very rarely in anyone's case. That's why I always consider myself as lucky one, and I always thank my teachers, my parents, for guiding me in a proper way, which today's system lacks. If you will go back to 50 years, the teachers were considered to be gods. Today the parents consider teachers to be slaves, nothing else. That they talk to us, they deal with us, they consider teachers in such a way that they know a lot and they are the right one. Clear? So for miracle to happen, all need to do work. Means student need to do work, hard work. Parents need to support the student morally, emotionally. Okay, they need to be moral support, they need to be emotional support, they need to be physical support also, and they need to be intellectual or educational support also. If a parent is not properly educated, I saw parents who have no degree, but they want their kid to excel in career, and they are ready to give anything, they are ready to sacrifice anything. And we hats off those kind of parents who are specifically relying on the fact that a family can grow only when there is education. Education doesn't mean that your student or your ward need to go to IIT or MBBS. A person need to be properly educated, properly knowledgeous, having a intellectual morality, and having a value based system. Clear? Okay, so now come back to the other part. What's your ward expect from you? Many time parents come to us, I'm completely talking about the practical scenarios. Many time parent comes to us and say that my kid is not listening to me, my kid is not studying properly, my kid is not doing his work, my kid is doing not doing this, my kid is not doing that, my kid is not doing that. It is just you are expecting your kid to do, even if you are not giving your kid time. So we never blame the student or the kid, because as a parent you need to ask yourself what your child is actually expecting from you. Maybe your child is expecting your time, maybe your child is expecting your presence, maybe your child is expecting your affection, maybe your child is expecting inspirational words from you, maybe your child is afraid from things and he or she wants to express with you, he or she wants to share it with you, but you don't have time to listen to it. Many time parents comes and they say we don't have time. If you don't have time as a parent, then you shouldn't consider yourself as a parent, because except your child, no one is more important to you. Not your job nor your business, everything else is secondary. If you're having a lot of money and your child is incapable to handle that amount of finance, then there is no meaning of earning that finance. Remember that part. Clear? So we request parents to ask themselves what your kid, what your child, what your ward actually expecting from you. If you can know that, you actually going to be a very good parent for your child's educational growth. We don't talk about any, we are not giving you the parenting advice, we are simply expressing the bitter truth what we face each day from parent side. Clear? Okay, then What is the meaning of good parenting? Good parenting doesn't mean that you come from your job and you are taking your kid to a shopping mall and purchasing lot of goods, purchasing lot of chocolates. If your kid is asking mobile phone while eating and you are giving your child mobile phone to eat so that he or she will not create a chaos, then you are not a good parent. If you are coming home if you are coming home and you are sitting with your phone, then your child will also learn the same to use phone. You come home, spend time with your family. Husband and wife should read book. Husband and wife shouldn't argue unnecessarily arguments. So what a child learns what the child see. ऐसा नहीं कि you will teach your child what to do. Your child always learns by looking at you. So if your child is having no good behavior, be sure the child is observing the environment of the family which is not good at behavior. If your child is properly behaving with people, that means you are actually behaving with others properly, so that your child learns from that. So good parenting means you behave the way you want your child to behave. You do what you want your child to do. If you want your child to study at night, you need to make a habit of studying books. Then your child will automatically learn. There is no meaning of pushing, there is no meaning of forcing your child to learn, to do something. You do, that child will follow. Okay, you do, child always follows. No need to teach them, they will follow, they will follow, they will follow. That is good parenting. And the last one, responsibility of parents in child's career. Look, as we know that mother is the first teacher and father is the idol figure for a kid. So if you want your child to grow in his or her career, if you want your child to be intellectually, morally, physically, emotionally strong, try to spend time with them. Try to spend time with them. I never ever uh, what we can say, I never ever blame a kid for their behavior. It is not their fault. If your kid, sometime parents are coming and saying कि हमारा लड़का तो या हमारी लड़की तो अपने दोस्तों के साथ ज़्यादा मिलती है, दोस्तों से ज़्यादा बात करती है, हमारा लड़का तो दोस्तों के साथ घूमता रहता है. Why don't you ask the question why it is needed by your child to take help from their friends? Means you are not giving time, you are not there to listen to them, you are not there to support them, you are not there to take care of them. So when they are not feeling good, they are finding someone to talk, and whoever is present, that they will talk to them. And sometimes people's parents say that हमारा बच्चा तो डाइवर्ट हो गया, हमारा बच्चा तो पाथ से निकल गया, हाथ से निकल गया, हमारा बच्चा तो हाथ से छूट गया. अरे क्यों नहीं समझते? वाई यू डोंट यू अंडरस्टैंड? your child always looked upon you, your child always looked at you, and when they didn't get your what we can say importance, when they didn't get your attention, they diverted themselves to those people from where they are getting attention. Simple. It's a very simple fact. So you need to ask yourself why you are not there when your child want you, when your kid or when your son, your daughter is searching for you. I saw many parents who are excellent in their work, and you will see a family where parenting is good, child success is sure. I'm not talking about the success that that person will get into a good institute like IIT or AIMS. I'm talking about a proper citizen they create, a proper mindset they create, a proper behavior they create. It's about parenting. A child's career doesn't mean that the child need to score very good. I saw students who scored 100% in their 10th exam, they don't know how to behave. I saw students who scored 80% in their career, they are well behaved, and those 80% fetching student today is the owner of a company, whereas the 100% student is working under that person. So that's why child's career purely depends upon what their parent do, because a child learns from the parent. Try to give them time, don't blame your kid only. kids are like kids are like just what we can say, we need to build them. Kindly help to build them properly. It will help the society to grow, it will help the educational system to grow, it will help the intellectual integrity to grow of the society, it will help to build a good society. We are literally saying this from years कि parents, you come, you support us, because in this area we saw, in Simliguda, in Sunavada, we saw parents are simply complaining. Parents are complaining about the educational system, parents are complaining about the schooling system, parents are complaining about the coaching system, parents are complaining about their child's negligency, parents are complaining about their child's ignorance. They never complained about their ignorance, they never complained about their negligency, they never complained about their lack of involvement, they never complained about their responsibility, they never complained about their own lack of responsibility as a parent. That is where the problem lies. So instead of complaining the whole system, you take care of your kid, then you will see that everything will fall in place. Because in this area the educational system is degrading, because so-called big schools, big colleges which used to be very good, now they are degrading in their quality. So the local schools which are available, instead of increasing their standard, they are saying if that school is not giving this, why we will give this? So this is not the way we should grow. So parents need to ask question, parents need to support their kid. If a child will grow properly, then only society will prosper. So it's a kind request from parents of particularly this area, because we are dealing with them physically, and all parents who are listening to us, kindly listen to your kid, kindly give time to your kid, kindly be with your kid. Once your child will grow properly, once your child will be a good citizen, the country will automatically grow. That's why this is a basic request, very important request from our side. Kindly be a good parent, kindly be a good friend, kindly be a good mentor, kindly be a good advisor to your kid, then everything will fall in place. So next videos we will come with different other topics, where we will discuss what are the necessity for the growth of a child. Thank you.